Well, looks like the internet's down, but I shall carry on. That's the beauty of doing a YouTube VOD over a actual stream. Wi-Fi has decided to drop. Who knew Korean Wi-Fi wasn't perfect? So, what am I going to do? They're continuing digging out down there. But what I want to do is actually get some bins. Because look at this room. This is my finished goods. Shitload of finished goods in there. Doing really well. Good job, buddy. But I need to get some bins. So bins are N. I don't know whether they are on that list. They're probably somewhere around here anyway. Bins. There they go. Wooden bin. What's a bin? Well, it's basically it's a bin, but it's not a bin. It's not a rubbish bin. It's not a trash can, as the Americans would say. It is a container of a variety, but basically will store all that stuff. So all of those will get scooped up into like 2 bins. They can hold a hell of a lot of stuff in them, which is why they're so good. Let's also start the beginnings of a wall. Not sure it's going to get built. No, because as soon as I start placing that, it stops all masons and they all come running up here, and I need to get shit built first. Let's not do that yet. In fact, you know what? Right, okay, let's start building some tables. Bunch of tables, construct QAT, T for tables, and throne is chair. So, C for chair. So, mechanisms have been built. It's interesting. We need to start getting traps down. So, easy, dirty method to build some traps. B, capital T, traps. I don't know where it is on here. It's probably around here somewhere. So you can just build a cage, but you don't want to do that. You want traps. I don't know where it actually is on this list. There it is, traps, levers. Capital T. And then I'm going to build a cage trap, so C. Simple point is, they walk into the walk into it, and then they get caught. Doesn't work on everything. It's not a all-win situation. There is trap avoidance. Minions, monsters, whatever you'd like to call them, they can get around them. So while they can catch the dumb, there is some bigger that will just say fuck your traps and just walk straight in. Oh, I don't want to do chairs. Nope. I want cages. Wooden cages. Many wooden cages. Ah, my pigtails have been planted. Seriously, dude? So this dude's saying he's got no ammunition. What I've done is added more ammunition to him. So the way to do that is via the military screen, which in itself is a bit of a minefield, but I can show you quickly. So M for military. All I want to do is ammunition, so F for ammunition. And all I've told him to do is pick up 250 bolts. He has not done that, but what can you do? I digress. I told him what I wanted. He hasn't done it. Probably because there's not enough. Keeps running out of ammo, and that's why the little weird whining sound is. Let's build some animal stockpile. Oops. We are going to fill it there. Boom. Animals. Finally! Where have you been all my life? Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? I don't know. I don't care. Here they come. Yay! Oh, they brought horses with them. No, they're wild horses. Alright, weird. Wow! Was that like 3 people? Was that all the migrants? Was that it? Really? Okay. Let's get Dwarf Therapist loaded. Let's connect to it. See what came in there. Wow! 3 migrants just came in. That's just magnificent. This dude's got some kills racked up though. Let's have a look at him. He is a farmer. A very good farmer at that, so he's got something about him. He's also a fisherman. Fisher dwarf. Don't really need that. Good farmer, that's probably better. I'm going to get rid of his fishing for now. Dyeing, no, not using that. Beekeeping, no, not using that. Cooking, brew, yeah, sure, why not? Butcher, yeah, why not? Other than that, not that useful a guy. Since this guy is kind of useless, I'm going to make him a stone crafter. So, animation. Actually, let's have a look. It will tell me what they are best suited to do. And he's okay at that. He's got 60%, so it's better than these two. This person's suited to be like an awesome hunter, apparently. I don't know what he's good at. He's an axe dwarf, flatterer, conversationalist. Not so sure. Gotta be honest. I'm gonna keep him to doing what he's doing. He's killed a bunch of people, this dude has. What kind of interests me? He's legendary. He's killed 2 opossums, 1 giant sparrow, 1 rattlesnake, a kangaroo, a hedgehog man, and an emu man. I'm questioning whether this dude's a vampire already. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If people suddenly start dying randomly, drained of blood, we'll know exactly who it is. Because I blame that bugger already. I'm on to him. I'm on to his games. Let's see if they brought any animals with them. They did. They brought a llama and a kiwi pup. That's about it. Just make sure you pasture those guys. So whenever they come in. But that's actually given me 3 extra guys. While it's probably not that many, I was expecting a hell of a lot more. It is better than nothing, which means I can move things a heck of a lot quicker now. So, milk in the cages. Yeah, cages being built, traps being laid, cage traps going around my entrance. Bit of metal music cutting in randomly. Making rock tables on there. Rock crafts working well. Notice I built the bins now. Look at that. Immediately cleaned up that entire stockpile. Shuffled everything into the bins. The bins are heavy to carry, but it saves a hell of a lot of space. And it's good for finished goods. It's especially good for. Digging out that area. Cleaning up the rocks. There you go. So we just hoovered a bunch of stuff up there. Right. Speaking of hoovering up stuff, let's get building. So we want to get a furnace. We need to get wood trees burning. You can actually do magma, but I need to dig like deep down for that. So we're not at lava layers yet. So instead, we have to use wood furnaces to get our fuel. So what I'm going to do is start building those. Doesn't matter what you build it out of. I'm going to build 2 of them here. And then I'm also going to put a fuck ton of wood storage there. Next to it is going to be a smelter, which is an SBE. E is furnaces, by the way, so I'm not sure if I did that, but it's B, then E for furnaces, which is somewhere around here, down the bottom there. Furnaces. And then I'm going to build smelters. 2 smelters there. What do smelters do? Well, they smelt the iron. No shit, Sherlock. So let's actually make some storage for it, because to smelt we need the bars, which I'm going to put as there. Boom. That can all be bars, and I need the actual stones, which will go there. So let's sort these out. Let's do settings on them. So what do we want? This is going to be metal ores. So hematite or galena, happy with either. You can, if you really want to get specific, single it down. What do I want here? I want charcoal here, actually. This is just going to purely be charcoal, so none of that lot. I just want the coal. Why it's called coal in there and charcoal otherwise, don't know. That's where it is. That's all you need to know and all you need to care about. So now all the metal bars, or all this hematite which is in these walls, well, what's on the floor here, is going to get pulled here. Actually could do with probably adding some wheelbarrows for that. So that will start coming in. These cages are going on nicely. Looks like I bought a bunch more mechanisms, so I'm going to put a bunch more cages around here. Why did it only show I'd got one? Don't know. Definitely more mechanisms there. They haven't been placed, that's why. Where are you going? You're getting wood. Bringing the wood down. This is because I just made wood stockpiles. You don't need to do that, but leaving the wood up here and the top in the open, you're better off storing it down here so it's next to the carpenter. Otherwise the carpenter would have to go all the way up. It's common sense, for me at least. I want to know whether these rot. That's what I want to know. You guys watching, you can tell me that, whether they do rot or not. Let's build one more. I think I've done all the cabinets. Let's get those placed. Cabinet. So the cabinet's done. 0 idlets, that's what I like to see. Everybody's working their nuts off. Hunter keeps saying no ammunition. He's pissing useless, isn't he? It's that. It's just the wood furnace not been built. Flashing away at me. I thought it was a bit of clothes. So I thought we'd started shedding clothes already. So basically, people will eventually get to a shitty state in clothes. I could probably show you one here. At the moment, they're happy. Tells you the equipment. This is so good having Dwarf therapists to do this. It tells you basically everything they've got on them. I can't show you my hand, but basically, think of my finger running down the side here. You can see they're all actually they're all in good stead at the moment. The stuff they're carrying. You can even see that guy's got the 25 wooden bolts at the bottom. That's the hunter. So they're all working well at the moment. When they start getting old, you'll have X's next to them, or they'll go red on Dwarf Therapist. So easy to look at because the equipment marker will suddenly go different colour. So you can suddenly see, whoa, I need some clothes. Alright, we've had a basalt thing not be placed. If you're not sure it is, you can always just go to that and unsuspend it here. It's just a stone that probably needs moving out of place. My internet is still down. Yay, this hotel Wi-Fi looks like I may be uploading these all tomorrow. We shall see. Slight worry. Yeah, that's a pretty big worry actually. Oh, it'll be okay. Really, dear buddy? How much can you bitch about not having ammunition in one sitting? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell it to build the ammunition stockpile up here. Z ammo. Also, no, I'm going to stop him bitching. I only want a little stockpile. I'm going to build walls between those. That's going to be a path directly in here. No, I'm not going to do that. But I am actually going to change him, stop him bitching. I'm just going to change my priorities, which is orders and forbid. And I'm going to say claim the used ammunition. We'll see whether that helps out or not. I'm not sure. It might do, might not. Taking a lot of time to dig this out, isn't it? The miners are all doing busy stuff. What you can do if you really want a guy just to permanently dig, like get one of the miners permanently digging, is just take him off all the hauling duties. At the moment they're on hauling duties, which is why they're taking ages to dig stuff, but this early in the fortress with only 10 miners, I kind of need them hauling shit as well. I can't just prioritize them on everything. There's nothing that's that urgent, honestly. I'm killing a horse, for crying out loud. That's what he was doing. My archer was killing horses. Great. Horse meat, boys. Got quite a few blocks in there. Not quite enough just yet, though. Need to build a wall soonish. Apologies, guys. I would normally run things longer, but since the internet went down, I thought there's no point sitting waiting. I may as well just carry on going, and you guys can watch this. You can always fast forward if you really want to. Fast forward to the metal industry. That's one of the smelters built, at least. Basically, you need this place here. Oh, it's actually built. I'm going to get it making charcoal. This place here will make, then once you've got charcoal, it will be able to smelt hematite or galena, which is silver, effectively. You also get a byproduct off the galena. I can't actually show you what that is at the moment because the internet's down. Various byproducts when you smelt galena. You don't get any byproducts from smelting hematite. It's just straight iron. Iron's good, but you want to make steel, which is a little bit more complicated. It means you need to smelt the hematite into iron, then you need to smelt that iron into pig iron, and then you need to make, which uses the flux stone, I would think, and then you use another flux stone and the pig iron to make steel bars. If off the top of my head, it's been a while since I've done steel, to be honest. But steel's probably the best armor you're going to make in the game. So if you have like a army of fully clad steel guys, you're doing pretty well. It's not unstoppable. I don't ever think anything in this game is unstoppable, because you can go dig down to the depths and find some shit that will just melt your brain. Or a mega beast, which will come along at some point, not for a while yet though. It's usually around about 80 people or a certain value in your fortress. At the moment this fortress is not very valuable, so it's not really attracting any baddies, which is why we're kind of doing okay at the moment. We're just ticking along, doing our own thing, as these guys just keep on moving through the maze of stone and picking everything up. Rock crafts, rock table, workshop mechanisms. So let's make a whole bunch of thrones. There. So you can see the tables, you can see the thrones going to start coming along. Mechanisms have been done, looks of it. I need some mechanisms still, need a few more. All my masons so tied up. If they're hauling wood, I'm not so happy about that. Oh, because they're hauling it into here, aren't they? It's because they've just placed this gigantic 2 storage piles, which is why they're trying to fill. Alright. That's why it's taking ages. I'll keep bins in there. No harm in not having bins there. Let's actually build the metalsmith. Boop-a-doo F. Use the steel anvil. Boom. Dum, dum, Dum dum dum. That has cleared. Ah, this dude's actually finally killing something. Going down here. Is he chasing something? Yeah, he's chasing some birds. If you ever wonder what's in your area, press U. Tells you all of the stuff that's here. So there's my citizens, 10 of them. There's the pets that I've got. And there's others. So you can see there's a whole load of buzzards in it at the moment. And there's a few things dead, which has been killed by my guy, my hunter. What's going to happen here is this shit that I've got lying here, which I can't tell where it is. Applewood, cave wheat, seed, and sweet pod seeds. Cave wheat seed and sweet pod seeds. The buzzards will come and try and steal what's available to them there. Should be okay because there's quite a few people nearby, so there's a fair bit of activity around it. But if you had, say, the steel anvil there, and the buzzard swooped in and stole that, you'd be pretty pissed. Autumn has come. No internet connection. Beautiful. Probably just need to renew my IP, who knows. No, my phone's gone as well. That's... The internet has died in this Wi-Fi hotel. Yup. Not really the night I needed it to die. Good job I got lots of TV, isn't it? Or Dwarf Fortress to keep you busy. So, what's happening? What's going on? Not a fat lot right now, honestly. Not a fat lot at all. We're kind of in a stall. Thief is here. So these dudes will keep sneaking in. These are goblin thieves. This is when you know you're starting. You're starting to get there. If you ever want to zoom in, it's Z. You can see him there. Thief Z shows him there. There's your cursor on top of him. Over here, in case you can't see that. And the goblin will run away. You will get child snatchers come along, and yes, they can actually get those children and take them away. And well, sure as shit, you're going to get a pretty angry parents if you allow that to happen. This is where you need walls, you need defenses, you need traps, you need dogs, you need everything. Stop these sort of things happening, because if you have a fully armoured mother and their child has just been stolen, they can cause some pretty serious problems in your fortress. They will have a temper tantrum and they could go on a killing spree. It happens, and there's much evidence of it happening. So you really do need to be careful of those sort of things. So you have been warned. There is always some pretty weird shit that happens in this game. That dude is... I didn't commit, did I? That's why. Boom, commit. I never actually committed. That's why he's fishing. And that's that thing, wondering why the dude's fishing. Stop fishing! Stop fishing, buddy! Hey, hey you! Hey! Stop fishing! You've been told. Stop fishing. I've got no fishery. There's no point fishing. Not yet. Not yet. No more fishing! That's the big thing with Dwarf Therapist. Please do remember to press commit, which is pretty bad as a ex-programmer, web developer. Pressing commit's kind of a big deal. Oh, I forgot that. Oh well. This is much disappointment. Why is this not working? Just because I told them to collect all the hematite, it's really slowed everything down to a crawl to a point that, yeah, the thrones are not really being built, the table's not really being built. Time to maybe make a mason become, at this stage, probably the most important thing I have. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's make you purely do this. Carver as well, but I don't care about that. So basically what I'm going to do is remove all of his carrying duties. I'm also going to do is get rid of his feed and recover duties and commit. So this dude now, this whatever his name is, Vutok should purely live in this room. That's the plan. Come on, Vutok, you can do it. Is that Vutok? No, Vutok isn't a miner, is he? That's Vutok. That's got to be Vutok. You know it to be true. Yes, it is. Vutok is back. And he's creating mechanisms. So the beauty of some of the things in Masterwork is you create the rock blocks first, which is these things, which are half the weight. You get 4 of them out per rock, and you can create that stone stuff with rock blocks. It's something you can't do in Dwarf Fortress, as you can't use those rock blocks to create. You can use the rock blocks to build. Caravan has arrived. No troops following it though yet. There's a couple of soldiers. These are elves. Look like elves to me. Alright. Let's see if we can't move some stuff here. Right, so I want to trade with these guys. I'm going to bring these 2 bins to the craft thing. We also need to get a broker. So let's have a look. Broker. Best one it's suggesting is this dude, who actually is really good. So his name's Shorast. If you really want to find out who it is, you look at the attributes and social. Social is this dude here, and you can see he's actually got really high. He's a pretty good comedian, a very good conversationalist, great professional judge of intent, and a professional negotiator. So therefore that guy absolutely should be my broker. He can decide what the hell is going on. This guy also could be my bookkeeper, but for a bookkeeper he's going to need to have a room. We'll get him room sorted out soon, but for now I wanted a broker. These are my nobles, by the way. You press N for that. These are nobles. So you need a broker. Why do you need a broker? Well, obviously you don't have to have one, but the value of your stock and shit you want to trade with these guys will be vastly different if you don't have a good broker. If they can't appraise and figure out how much stuff's worth, you'll get screwed. That's a lie. These are dwarves. These are not elves, are they? It's not an elven caravan, was it? No, they're merchants. No, they're dwarfs. Awesome. There's one of the boxes going out there. And this is why all those finished goods that I was building, all those crafts, are all just getting carried in one big box. Did I say, oh, I need the trader? Ah. So you got to tell it that you need G, move what goods you want there, and R, you need the trader to be requested, and it tells you the broker's currently storing items in stockpile. So he'll be along soon. There's the other box. See the other bin? He's pulling that box of goodies. So that's my 2 craft jewels. He's going a bit slower. That one's a bit heavy. Doom doom doom. Now I just need to get my broker up here, which sometimes can take forever if he's got a big long list of jobs he needs to do.
Some haggard-looking migrants have arrived.
Ooh, handy. 1, 2, a mule. Something else. 3. Really? Only 3 again? Fuck my life. Have I got the dirtiest, cheapest fortress in the world? 3 more people again. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Let's make these guys a plant gatherer, a cheesemaker, woo, a tanner, nothing. Alright, you can be a fisher dwarf, whatever, fine. I'll accept a spinner as well. They're all pretty useless. Pretty useless. Let's Let's maybe make them a wood burner, this dude here. He can become a wood burner as well. 3 more useless dwarves. I'm sure they might be good at something else, maybe. Attributes. Oh, sure. Military, maybe. He's a big strong lad. Big strapping lad. Why not? Maybe. Looking at the army further down the line. So, let's get some traps done as well. Let's get the cage traps done. So all the cage traps built. So that's at least surrounded there, so if anything were to come in, at least I've got one little line of defense. It's the weakest line of defense you can get. I love the sad music when it says the dog's actually grown up. Shouldn't be sad music. He's still storing an item. Don't forget to put the new animals into here. Blue, whatever that is, and a mule. Make sure they go into the right zone. Come on, crafter. Get your ass moving. The merchant, there he is. There's the broker going up there. Yeah. Don't care about that. Latest news from there is that so-and-so was kidnapped from there, was kidnapped from there, was kidnapped from there. So there's a bunch of kidnappings going on. Wow, okay. It's a little worrying. At the moment, I don't need anything specific, so I'm not going to request. What you can do here, if you really need stuff, like for example you need an anvil, you could go down and say, dude, I really need this iron anvil now. So, and then next time they come along they'll have that iron anvil on them. Pretty sure that's my broker. Yeah, it is. He's farming. He's planting seeds. Great. Great job, mate. Really? He just like went in and went out again. God damn it. Let's brew some drinks. I can see a bunch of plants up there. Broker, he's going into that farm again. Yes, he is. Alright, this is basically what they're telling you. Next time, they're going to want figurines. They're going to pay 200% price on figurines. Also going to do crossbows. They'd like crossbows. 189% on seeds. Bunch of stuff like that. Is this dude ever going to come up? He's got a massive list of job priorities which he's going through right now. He's there. There we go. Just saw him go over there. So let's trade. We're trading. T. Right. On the left is all the stuff the trader has. On the right is our stuff. You see the values next to them. So next to this whole bin of goods is worth 1,930. So if I was to do that, that would trade that entire bin of goods to that dude. Where's the other bin? Oh crap, it's only got a few little things, and wow, I haven't really got much value as stuff. So what do you want in your first trade? For me, I probably want to look towards leather and cloth and stuff like that. I want to get my cloth industry up and running, especially the leather, because I'll need that when I start building armor, and leather's basically the main thing I always go to trade. So you can see leather bins, they're worth 100. I'm actually going to skip the wool cloth. Shit, is that all he's got? Well, that's not very good, is it? Not got a lot on him. No, not got a lot at all, really. He's only got one bag of leather. I could do with like all of it. Wool cloth. Fine. Let's get all the wool cloth. Right, so we're going to take all that. At the moment, our trade profit is pretty high, so we don't want that because we've got a pretty good guy. So gypsum plaster bag. That will come in handy later. Trust me, gypsum plaster will go into your hospital. Later on, you'll need that for plastering legs, stuff like that. It's always handy. The thing with the trade, it's kind of, you need to know ahead what you need, which is probably tricky for you guys if as a new player to figure out what exactly you need to trade. So you're fumbling in the dark here. I can tell you that gypsum plaster will always be needed, no matter what. You could probably look towards seeds, plant seeds, you know, looking towards anything sort of like that. Honestly, this trade is pretty crap for my needs. Like steel gauntlets, you can obviously get that sort of stuff. You can get for armor, but I mean, it's steel helm, 1,080. I can't afford this stuff at the moment, and honestly, I probably wouldn't buy it either. I'd make sure I created it rather than bought it. Some things that maybe you could go for is what you're lacking. So if you're low on food, of course, if you're low on alcohol, maybe even flasks, stuff like that. Or if you are at a stage, I know for a fact, I have got sand, I could create glass, but I know also that at some point, randomly, it's just going to be like, oh, they'll have a Fey mood and he needs glass, or some ridiculous stuff like that. Same with clay, I'm just going to grab some of that, just so I have it. If it doesn't need it, doesn't need it, so be it, doesn't matter. But I'm going to get it just in case. A bunch of blocks there, etc. You could trade basically everything in your fortress. You can trade here. Splints, crutches, probably be handy. You could go for them. Could also make them pretty quickly. Cheeses, don't need any of this. Backpacks. What I might get is some quivers if I can find them. Threads. This is food. Various foods. I'm okay for food, honestly. I don't need none of that. Bolts. That'd be handy, wouldn't it? Let's get. Oh god, they're all ridiculously expensive bolts. No point getting any of those. Already trading the leather. Where were the quivers? I didn't see any quivers. No quivers. Can't see any quivers. Anyone? A quiver. No, can't see any quivers. Well, let's try and just pick something up, and it's not gonna get us completely screwed. I really can't see any quivers. Am I blind? Barrel cage, boots, helms, gauntlets, bag. If you ever need to know what's more, you can press the V, I think it is. Gives you the full description of the thing on the top there. Dimple dye bags, stuff like that. Well, that's a bit bad, isn't it? Really quite a shitty visit. Oh well, it is early days. Like I said, this is probably because my fortress is not worth jack shit, so therefore the traders come along going, well, it's a poor boy, we're not going to bring her good stuff. Don't need any of the cages, don't need any of the toys. These are ropes. Probably grab some ropes. Let's grab a rope or two. So what are ropes for? They're used for a couple of things, like wells. A well. If you wanted to sink a well, I will need to do that shortly, actually. So I think that'll have to do, to be honest. Okay, I could just get a couple of random bars of varying metals. There we go. Why not? A couple of random metals and a couple of random gems. So, want to trade, press T, he's going to get 300 profit, he's happy with that. I've got a pretty good broker, so he allows me to do it. If you've got a shitty broker, you may need to give him like 1,000 profit, maybe even more. They may have to go higher. Crafts. Oh, all sold. Yep. Job done. Boom. Trade is done. They're going to come and pick up bits and bobs, and that trader will go off about his business. He does come armed with troops. You can see he's got his own troops around him. They'd be pretty good troops, I would have thought. If I can look at his inventory, you can see he's got silver hammer, bunch of various stuff, bronze armor, steel helm. So he's pretty well equipped. They're pretty good troops that come along with him. But it'll come to a point where you'll get attacked by like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 plus at one time, and they'll just get overwhelmed. That's when you need to help them out. If a trader dies while he's coming at you, they will get pissed off, no doubt about it. The race, so whether it be elves or something, you could even hold them captive if you want to. I could now build a wall around them, starve them to death, and then go in and take all of that gear. But you do risk going at war with the nation that you do it against. If you fancy a challenge, it is entirely possible. Certainly gone to war with elves before, no problem about that. Kick their asses. Legolas my butt. Right, what is going on? Where we got to? Let's have a look. While this has all been happening, he's been knocking us out, so good stuff. So the tables are almost done. Could do another table there. Table. The thrones are all done by the looks of it. So let's get started down here. Let's place a couple. Let's build a table. That center of the room? That's the center of the room, isn't it? Need another table. Chair. He's about to build the table. He's working on it, he's working on it. I knew he was building it next. There we go, he's built it. Done. Placed. Job's a good one. So they're going to come down, and this is going to be obviously your meeting hall that we placed earlier on. They finally are going to get the table. Before you used to be able to use I as a zone, you used to have a table and chair in there to make it a meeting hall. But yeah, this is obviously where all this food that's stored up here, they'll actually use the tables to eat on, which they'll be very grateful for. It makes their thoughts and happiness. And when I say thoughts and happiness, I really mean thoughts and happiness. They do all have thoughts and happiness. If you hover over them, it tells you what they are. Their thoughts. Complain at lack of chairs lately. There you go. Hit the nail right on the head. Slept in a good bedroom recently though, so he's happy with that. Was caught in the rain recently, wasn't happy with that. Has been satisfied at work lately. So you can tell, I mean, they're not happy about being in rain. Obviously they need comforts, etc. It tells you their personality, various things, what's good, what's bad. He dreams of mastering a skill. Well, all credit to them. And then you look down again, it tells complains of lack of chairs lately, complains of lack of chairs lately times 3. So they really were getting quite pissed off about not having the chairs in this room. So now they've got chairs, they can use them, and there you go, immediately goes and eats on his stool. So happy about that. Still no internet. Everything is awesome, apparently. Apart from Korean internet, who'd have thought? Meow. I've had 8 cats given birth in this game already. Cat explosion is a real thing. If you want to kill a creature, it doesn't have to be a cat, it can be. You press Z, and you see animals. And this is the list of all your animals. Now you got a bunch of dogs, a bunch of cats, bunch of turkey hens, etc., etc., and they're all having kittens and kittens and kittens and kittens and kittens and kittens. They will eventually become a serious problem, and I will have to kill a few, because it either, you look at it this way, it either kills your FPS and the game will slow down to a halt. You can already see it's dropped down to on average 60s now. It was 100 plus at the start. It's already dropping down. It will eventually grind down to a halt and the game will move slower. Everything moves slower. And you need to kill the cats. It's as simple as that. Too many cats. You gotta have cats. You can't just kill them all, because you want cats to kill the rodents, but you don't want too many cats because it will slow down. Same with the dogs. Not just the cats. I'm not just a cat eater. The dogs as well. That ding means the Dingworm's about to pack up and leave. So off he goes about his merry wee. Alright, we're going to go for a simple method. We're going to dig out a big ass. You know what? First, I'm going to dig that out. I'm not really decided what I'm doing with this yet. Kind of want more room down there. Right, so if we were to say build a digger channel up there. That's the corner. So 1, 2, 3. Digger channel there, and then say all the way along there. Probably go a little bit further as well. Go to about there, and then say dig a channel down there. Suddenly you can see what I'm doing. I'm building a moat is what I'm doing. Now remember, this river freezes. I'm not sure about that bit there though. Oh, you know that's going to annoy me. You know that's going to annoy me. So I'm not going to go along there. I'm going to go along here. Do for now. That'll do. That'll do. Which means I'm going to get rid of this bit. There we go. So that's going to be my moat. Miners can come along and start digging that out. So what I've done there, I've channeled. So that is D and H, which is channel, which basically means it's going to dig down a layer, but it's actually going to strip the visible layer down one. So it will be physically down. So it will go down around the outside of it. Once my miners get started now, it'll take them a while to do that. Especially when there's a fucking tree in the middle. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Off you go. Off you trot. Go on, you're packing up your bags. Weather is cleared. Boom.
Sir, you can't do that there.
Can't do that there. I need a plump helmet seed. Holy cow, I need to get brewing. So you need to keep up the brewing because you can't get seeds without the actual plant being used. So you need to use this plant to get the seed to plant it in there. It's the same with, of course, the pigtails, which is why I had just started this, so I can now process plants. And that's going to begin and be on repeat. Ordinarily I would actually put the brew beer on repeat as well, but I was a little lacking in food, so I wanted to make sure I kept it there. Whoa, I saw that. You just came and took a pigtail and used the pigtail to brew. Hell no. Toggle brew. Get off. No, no, you don't brew the pigtails. That is not a brewing plant. So that what I did there was Z. I went into the kitchen. I went down to the plant, which is pigtails, which you want to only use for processing plants. You want to turn it into threads. You want to get cloth. You want to make your cloth industry out of it. Do I balls want to cook my pigtails? No. No, 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 no. Right, well, I think that's probably a good half an hour in. So, we're finally starting to get going. I need to build a few more tables and chairs and whatnot and start making things look a lot nicer, because it's not the best looking place right now, is it? It's not the smoothest, not the nicest. The metalsmith's still not been built, so I've still not got a metal dude. I haven't started doing this yet. I think I probably could start making charcoal and whack it on repeat. And then once that starts up, you get the wood smelter to come in and start working away on that. I have got so much iron, it's fantastic. So iron's not going to be a problem. We can at least get ironclad armor. So, oh, there we go. You just saw that pop into place. That means somebody started digging out. So what I'm going to do eventually is this whole thing will be dug out. It'll be a gigantic, nicely surrounded moat. There will be also walls going up around here, but since I seem a little bit slow with building that, I thought I'd get the moat done quicker. And also, don't forget, you need a bridge to go over that, so we'll get into building bridges. That will all come next. Hopefully I'll be able to update this video. I still currently have no internet, apparently, and on an unidentified network, so I got to figure out what is going on at this hotel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next part.